Welcome back to another episode of Ta Etica, where moral integrity fears no slanderous attack. In the field of ethics, general norms are not always sufficient. Moral judgments must be supported by evidence, and conventional morality is not always the best course of action, making ethical theory essential necessary. For this segment, the problem of abortion would take part. What is abortion? Abortion is a common practice among women, and the reasons why they do so often reflect their desire for planned children. Abortion is perceived as a relief and is seen as a way for women to take responsibility. These are complex experiences for women. In the Philippines, many women seek other solutions to unwanted or unviable pregnancies, regardless of risk. Philippines practices Christianity as an official religion to be implemented for centuries. Therefore, there is a stigma attached in many Christian churches that's been passed down generation per generation. The prevailing culture of silence, along with misguided attitudes and erroneous expectations, often cause suffering believers to feel shamed, blamed, and very unsupported. Men cause women to be pregnant, but it is the woman who alone bears the pregnancy and the child. For centuries, unmarried women who became pregnant were jailed, humiliated, and in some cultures even killed. The unmarried pregnant woman brought shame on her family, and her child was labeled as a bastard. No man would ever marry such a woman, and she would be turned out of her home and cut off. Such women had no way to make a living, and had to live in shame on the streets. A bastard child in the old days was denied education and property, and was socially shunned. The father of the child, the cause of the pregnancy, lost nothing. Criminalizing abortion does not stop abortions. It just makes abortion less safe. Unsafe abortions are defined by the World Health Organization as a procedure for terminating an unintended pregnancy carried out either by persons lacking the necessary skills or in an environment that does not conform to minimal medical standards, or both. Unsafe abortions may result in death, as opposed to a legal abortion performed by a qualified medical professional. So much to that, according to the WHO, unsafe abortions are the third most common cause of maternal deaths globally, and are responsible for an additional 5 million completely avoidable impairments. More than 50 nations have amended their laws in the past 25 years to make abortion more accessible, sometimes realizing the critical role that access to safe abortion plays in defending women's lives and health. On May 25, 2018, Ireland's citizens added their nation to this list by reversing the nearly complete constitutional ban on abortion in a long-anticipated referendum. It is possible to stop hazardous abortion-related fatalities and injuries. The majority of women and girls who require an abortion due to an unintended pregnancy are unable to legally access one. Hence, such deaths are common in nations where access to safe abortion is restricted or forbidden entirely. When abortion is made illegal, there is a chilling effect that causes medical professionals to either not grasp the law's restrictions or to implement them more strictly than is necessary. This could be due to a variety of factors, such as personal conviction, stigma around abortion, unfavorable conceptions of women and girls, or worry about facing legal repercussions. The Philippine National Police reported that rape was one of the most often committed crimes in the past 6 months, from July 2022 to January 7, 2023. The most common crimes since the start of President Ferdinand Marcos Jr.'s administration were rape, theft, and bodily injury, according to PNP Chief Gen. Rodolfo Azurin Jr. on January 9, 2023. The PNP released the information in response to social media panic about van-based abductions of women and rape-slaying instances, the most recent of which was Jovelyn Galeno, who vanished before being discovered dead in Palawan.